It'll be Kyei and Gaston at center court. Gets tipped around a little bit and immediately won by Auburn, so they'll be the one to start with the ball. Marshawn Bostic at the point. And immediately a whistle's going to get called.
Virtually every game last year, but now back into that starting role this year again.
Quick inbound to Taliah Scott. The threat that we talked about in the open, 26 points against Little Rock. Pulls up from the right elbow. Missed, but gathered in by Auburn. Scott lets one fly again, this time from three-point range, and she's able to connect.
And she's going to be the player to watch for the Tigers. Don't act like she discouraged herself after that first miss. Her teammate gives her another chance, and on the second time she drills that three.
Oregon looking to respond. It's Peyton Scott who led the way against GCU. Now Deja Kelly. Auburn playing good defense. Over to Amina Muhammad at the top of the key. Guarded by Collins. Muhammad trying to take it herself. Double teamed and gets blocked. Able to gather it herself. Puts the shot back up. Takes a few hops out and finally falls in for 2 points.
And a great job by Muhammad to stick with that.
Both teams were able to score on their opening possession. It's inside. Bostic trying to take it up. Kyei wouldn't let her get anywhere near the rim. It's a Scott-on-Scott matchup. Over in the corner, Sophia Bell. A little bit of an errant pass, and it gets stolen away. Subani on the other side. Bounce pass over, and back to Subani underneath the rim for an easy lay-in.
It's like both teams want to just try to ease into their offense a little bit more. Kind of a hectic start.
Alexis Whitfield checks into the game for Phillipina Kyei. Scott in the corner, hesitates, pops. Able to hit the mid-range jumper and get Oregon within one.
We saw that movie so many times Monday night against Grand Canyon. Peyton Scott knocking down that mid-range.
Bostic down low, tipped away by Muhammad. Whitfield comes away with it. It's a 3-on-2 for Oregon. Whitfield taking it all the way, and she is taking it all the way. Coast to coast, Alexis Whitfield. And Oregon takes the lead. Scott working around the screen. Kicks it out to Bostic. Bostic going against Sophia Bell. Off the backboard, too strong on that one. Tipped around, and it's gathered in by Collins. Scott on the left wing thought about a three-pointer. Inside pass to Gaston, who goes up with it and is able to win the battle.
And finally,
Ducks pushing ahead, 2-on-1. Mevius throws up a floater. That's a little bit too strong. Took a few rattles towards the rim.
For this matchup we see with the ball right now, Taliah Scott against Elisa Mevius. One of the best offensive players for Auburn against what I think is the best defensive player for Oregon.
Bostic. Now over to Collins. Pulls up from the free throw line. Too strong. Kelly able to go in there and grab it with one hand. Mevius attacking inside with the right-handed lay-in.
And it seemed like she had her sights set on the rim all the way.
Collins going against Mevius, and another offensive foul called against Auburn. Kelly looking for the screen. Gets it from Rambis. Accelerates. Now Whitfield looking to make a move inside. Guard against. And Mevius able to grab the miss. And Oregon's going to get another shot of it. Now it's Falatea. Go inside. Double team. She goes up with it.
Falatea draws the blocking foul.
Falatea misses the first free throw. 7 for 3 from three-point range of the last 3 games. So she's been hot from outside the arc. Hasn't had the opportunity yet. She's able to make the second free throw. It's bringing full court pressure to Auburn out of the timeout. And immediately Bostic, I thought maybe she went back over the half-court line, but it looks like she got rid of it. Jumper on the way from Gaston, and a whistle gets called before the shot went off. And it's going to be a and one.
Gets the hoop and the harm.
Looks like Whitfield was trying to block it. Might have caught a little bit too. Kelly working around the screen. Thought about going up with it. Instead has to bounce out.
3 in the key.
So both teams have been going back and forth here in the first quarter. So we just got over 2 minutes to play left in the first. Taliah Scott still leading the Tigers with 3 points. Trying to pull up with it, makes moves inside, throws up a floater, and it gets tipped around, grabbed in by Subani, and then over to Gaston. Gaston trying to go up with it. She grabs her own miss, finally gets another shot off before she gets fouled. Looks like Sarah Ram is going to get called with this one.
Man, for a big, she's a pretty good free throw shooter. She's about 79% from the line.
Gaston able to go 2 for 2.
It's 9 turnovers against Auburn and 6 for Oregon.
Kelly still scoreless in this one. Going up, trying to feed Kyei inside. Kyei able to grab it off the ground, trying to go up with it. And a whistle gets called. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bostic on the left side of the wing, guarded by Mevius. Looks like she's going to get the last shot. Around the screen. Bostic down the right alley, puts one up. Too strong. Mevius grabs the board. 2 seconds left. Goes up ahead to Falatea, and Falatea not able to get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. Ducks get the ball to start the second quarter. It'll be Mevius. Now Kelly. Falatea trying to create separation. Lost the ball for a second. Now out to Mevius. He got tipped away by Caitlin Duhan. Mevius able to grab it back in, and a whistle gets called. Looks like it's going to be a travel, I believe, against Mevius.
The Ducks off their spot, getting them off rhythm and forcing all these kind of careless mistakes. A lot of turnovers for Oregon early on. There's another mistake.
And another mistake made by Auburn.
These teams not familiar with each other in the slightest, so it's a whole new experience for both sides playing against each other.
Yeah, I mean, two teams that are on different ends of the country. As Muhammad down low to Kyei. Good feed inside, and Kyei had no problem getting that one up. The Ducks get the first points here in the second quarter. Bostic going up against Kyei, tipped around by Scott, and they're going to say that it went off the hands.
That's a really tough assignment, a really tough player to shoot the ball over in Phillipina Kyei.
Oregon looking to take the lead for the first time since the beginning of the first quarter. Scott going through everybody with the right-handed lay-in, and she gets her night started with 2 points. Scott inside to Akeem Balawa, working against Kyei. Kyei, good defense and able to prevent the miss. Scott at the point. Bounce pass over to Amina Muhammad. Muhammad looking inside. Cross-court pass over Sophia Bell. Sophia Bell driving in towards the baseline. Tipped around. Mevius able to gather it in. She's going to throw up a shot with 5 seconds on the shot clock and converts.
And Mevius, she's been playing great defense against Taliah Scott.
Inbound to Scott. Mevius guarding her, the matchup that Aiden was talking about. Scott going inside against Kyei. Able to get the floater off against Kyei, and it goes in. Kyei had the height advantage, but Scott, so aware of it, was able to get the shot off. Now Mevius on the other end, trying to go up with it. Tipped away, and it gets stolen away by Auburn. Looks like Akeem Balawa was the one who came away with the steal. Scott driving inside, and whistle gets called. Gaston, quick inbound. Rambis was looking the other way, and easy shot for Gaston. I don't think Rambis realized the ball was inbounded. Scott gets the inbound, quick jumper, and hits it.
And just like that, the Ducks give the Tigers a little bit of taste of their own medicine, drop a nice inbound play, get the open look from the baseline, and Scott cashes it.
Yeah, Peyton Scott picking up where she left off on Monday against GCU. Tipped away by Sophia Bell. She's able to stay inbound, able to get to Phillipina Kyei, and then back to Bell, who will be bringing it up for the Ducks. Scott eyeing the target defense, gets it over to Kyei, goes up with the left-handed, and fouled as she goes up. There's the Phillipina Kyei that Oregon's been looking for, and also shoot 50% from the field. So one of the keys to Oregon last year, keeping consistency from the lineup. And again, she's been rehabbing an injury in the first portion of the season, this being her first start. But she has looked good here through the first quarter and a half. Ducks playing tight defense, keeping Auburn towards midcourt. Over in the middle to Gaston, trying to size up Kyei, and able to. Gaston able to convert on the and one.
And as Oregon gets the ball back here, they finished the first quarter with only 9 points total. We're not even halfway through this second quarter, and Oregon's already got 11.
Scott on the right elbow, now going up with it, able to get one in off the backboard. Peyton Scott doing it against Grand Canyon. They had success doing it. Peyton Scott and Nani Falatea were really good from three-point range, but Oregon hasn't had that yet. As Scott able to get the shot off, but another offensive foul.
For Oregon, it seems like it was the travels. They got a handful of traveling violations.
Scott able to get a shot off. Scott able to convert on her first. And that one misses, just off front iron. Taylon Collins able to grab the miss. Auburn trying to cut in this deficit. Collins in the high post. Over to Hunter, double team for a second. Tipped up in the air. Collins, good awareness to grab it out. And it's stolen away by Rambis.
A really nice job by Oregon to get fingertips in the passing lanes.
Kelly puts up a shot, and there's the first points for Deja Kelly. Held scoreless against GCU, but now she gets on the board. Bostic to inbound, quickly gets to Scott, who lets one fly. Too strong. She went to the floor. Wanted a foul there. Deja Kelly comes away with it. Kelly over in the corner. Peyton Scott lets a triple fly. Too strong on that one. Muhammad right there to grab the miss and put it back for Oregon.
And even though the first three-point attempt of the night for Oregon didn't drop, good positioning by Amina Muhammad to get the putback. And Oregon up 8 just like that.
Oregon going with zone defense. Here on the Auburn attack. Bostic going inside, trying to feed it. A jumper on the way from Akeem Balawa. Up ahead to Peyton Scott. She's all alone. No one's going to contest. Finger rolls it in. Peyton Scott in no woman's land, and she gets it done.
Well, Peyton Scott, she was just like a track star coming off the blocks for the 100-meter dash. Just a bolt out of the backcourt. No one was near her. Easy layup, and Oregon's up double figures.
Scott all alone in the corner. That one gets to go, so Auburn able to answer the few buckets from Oregon with a triple of their own.
And Auburn needed that. Oregon was on a 9-0 run.
Sophia Bell lets one fly. Easy rebound from Scott, as that one didn't even touch iron. Scott lets one fly from the top of the key. How about it? Back-to-back three-pointers from Taliah Scott.
And that's how good Taliah Scott's offense is. She can just get her team back in the game just like that. Back-to-back three balls, and the lead's down to 4.
So Oregon was looking pretty comfortable. Scott going inside, throws up a floater off the backboard. Bostic over to Scott. She'll pull up from the right wing. Too strong, so not able to make it 3 in a row. Up ahead to Amina Muhammad. Great feed inside from Scott. And Muhammad had nobody around her. That's just Peyton Scott for you, ladies and gentlemen.
And she was really happy with herself. That pass right on the money to the cutting Muhammad. And it seems like the Ducks, they're turning up the speed dial against the Tigers.
Intensity has picked up between both these teams as we approach the end of the second quarter. Bostic over in the left wing. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They're able to get it down low. And the easy lay-in from Akeem Balawa turns the shot clock off. Oregon looks like they're going to take it slow and get one last shot before the end of the second.
Oregon up 6 right now. It'll be really big if they could get a basket at the buzzer to go up 3 possessions. Scott
from the top of the key lets one go. Too strong. Tipped around by Auburn. It's taken in by Collins, but she's not able to take it past half court. You got to wonder in a game like this with how close it's been, fouls could be problematic for either side down the stretch. So the teams, you want to play aggressive, but you also want to be careful.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see which team is the aggressor coming out of this half. It was Oregon coming out of the start of the second quarter, and that's why they're up 6 points right now.
Team switch side. Auburn gets it first to start this third quarter. Bostic going up against Phillipina Kyei. Blocked by Kyei. Gathered in by Gaston, and it's missed again. Kyei this time able to grab the rebound.
Well, Phillipina Kyei blocked that shot, and she didn't even have to jump. Just stuck her arm straight up in the air and swatted it away.
Taliah Kelly working around the screen. Only had 2 points in the first quarter. Trying to go up with it with a hook shot.
The referee calls it against the defense, and it'll be a side out for Oregon. That was the bigger Gaston. She tried setting the screen down low on Taliah Kelly and ended up just shoving her to the floor, and the ball went the other way.
Kelly trying to get inside. Has to get a bounce pass to Sophia Bell. Bell down low, a little bit of a mismatch. Kyei going up with it, grabs her own miss, puts it back up, and doesn't get it to go, but has only been to the free throw line twice coming into this game. She's only hit 2 free throws. That one bounces in. Kyei.
To what's an even bigger problem for Auburn, it was Scott and Gaston who were making up all the scoring. They're really going to need to find someone else now.
Scott going up with it. Kyei able to go up and grab it with 2 hands. Peyton Scott on the left wing. Over to Taliah Kelly. Kelly accelerates, goes up with the right hand, and gets it through the defense. Finger roll for Ness from Taliah Kelly.
We saw this in stages of the second quarter. Oregon got up to that 9-point lead, even a 10-point lead as they pick off the pass.
Stolen away by Taliah Kelly. Bostic trailing her, able to create the separation, and Peyton Scott grabs the miss. Hands off to Sarah Rambis, who's going up with it, and she gets fouled. Rambis at the line. She makes her first free throw. She's averaging just over 5 points this season. Seen a lot more minutes this year, especially coming off the bench for the Ducks, so she misses her second free throw. Oregon with a double-digit lead, though, 10 points. Just over 7 to play here in the third. Bostic driving in towards the baseline.
By Taliah Scott. Let's see what unfolds here.
Bostic inbounds to Scott, who takes the mid-range jumper off the inbound. Kyei goes up with the rebound. Now up ahead to Rambis. She goes up with the contested. Sarah Rambis through the pressure. Bostic all alone, throws up a floater. Too strong on that one. Again, it's tipped around, and Whitfield comes away with it. Oregon on the fast break. Whitfield overhead to Rambis. Rambis goes up with it, and she'll get fouled. But Oregon, to this point, Aiden, has been really good on the fast break. The recognition, I mean, this is a team that has a lot of speed on that, so you know in practice that's exactly what they're working on. They're working on that transition defense and offense, and so far it's looked really good tonight.
Yeah, but why is that fast break offense getting started? Well, it's because Oregon's defense has been so locked down in the third quarter. Auburn still hasn't scored in this period. Now I think they've called some sort of technical against the Ducks.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a technical against Peyton Scott, and Kelly Graves is not happy with this one. It's Audia Young at the free throw line who will shoot the technical free throws. Kind of a late call, Aiden. I mean, I didn't see a needed whistle from Peyton Scott after that foul, and then they kind of discussed with each other that it was a technical.
Don't think you could say everyone's flopping left and right. I think it's been hard physical plays and good defense drawing these charges, but there's definitely a reason to think that for a little bit.
Rambis at the free throw line. Just 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, now 2 of 3. Make it 3 of 4. The Ducks have put some distance between them and the Tigers, but Auburn's been fighting this entire game, and they're not going anywhere. Audia Young around the screen. Pass over to Bostic on the left wing. Got double team for a second, going through the defense, now in the corner Young. And a foul gets called, looks like against Taliah Kelly. And Young able to go 2 of 2 from the line to make it back to an 11-point deficit.
And I think if Auburn wants to get back in the game right now, it's going to be Taliah Scott that's got to take over. We saw her hit a couple threes on back-to-back possessions in the second, but it's really been kind of it. She's has 12 points, but they've been scattered.
Mevius magic inside, spin move off the backboard. Mevius magic working the night for her. She's done it on defense, now she gets done on the other side.
I was just about to say, Mevius magic, I love that. Just a great spin move, use the glass.
On the other end, Bostic answers with a lane of her own, but Mevius, such a dynamic player. She could do it on both ends, and we know how good of a defender she is, but when she can get it done on offense,
to find someone else to score the ball.
Also, Taliah Scott sitting on the bench right now, so Auburn without their two best scorers on the floor. Bostic outside, three-pointer from Young is short. Mevius grabs the miss, throws up ahead to Peyton Scott. Scott against Young has to throw up a shot and hit off the side of the board as Scott went to the ground after Bostic got tripped up. Whistle gets called. It looks like against Sarah Rand. It was still contact, and the refs called the foul. Missed the second. Phillipina Kyei, who goes back into the game, grabs the miss. Taliah on the left wing for three, short. Thurman able to grab the miss. Rambis goes to the bench with 3 fouls, and Alexis Whitfield is on the floor right now for Oregon, also has 3. In the corner, three-pointer from Duhan. That one hits. Duhan cuts into this deficit. Makes it a 7-point game.
And those are the type of shots that are going to have to go down if the Tigers want to get back in this game. They cut the lead from 10-7. Jump shots really haven't been their forte in this ball game, but they finally get one to go from deep.
Kelly trying to hand it off to Taliah. Now down low to Phillipina Kyei against Thurman. Kyei goes up with it and gets fouled.
The Tigers have done a good job to hang around.
Kyei's able to go 2 of 2 from the line. Back to a 9-point Oregon lead. Just over 3 to play here in the third. Tigers looking towards their head coach and Johnny Harris, trying to figure out a play. Bostic, guarded by Mevius. Bostic trying to size up against Mevius, and she does. And immediately, Phillipina Kyei giving Mevius some words. Bostic at the line, not able to convert. It's tipped away. Alexis Whitfield trying to chase it down. Refs will say it goes off of Collins.
They've shot 3 in the last minute or so, and they've only made 1 out of those 3. Especially when you're struggling to put the ball in the basket from the field like Auburn has in times throughout these games.
Tipped away by Thurman. Mevius trying to go back for it. She's able to gather it in. Up ahead to Whitfield. Going to put up a floater. It takes a few hops. Kyei going up with it. Able to put it back. Phillipina Kyei. Her first start this season, and it has been all her down in the paint.
Well, there aren't many players in the country that can do that other than Phillipina Kyei. Up against 2 Tigers, rips away that offensive rebound and the putback for 2.
Bostic down low to Thurman, guarded against Kyei. She has a spin move. Kyei grabs the miss. Kelly up ahead, and she'll get fouled. Like herself these past 5 games, again, with the injuries that she's been dealing with, but now has accounted for a lot of the Ducks' success. Kelly knocks down the second. Taliah Scott back on the floor for Auburn. She's guarded by Mevius, hands off to Collins. Young at the point. Good defense by Taliah. Out to Scott. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Scott needs to get a shot off. Guarded by Whitfield. Stolen away by Mevius. She poked it away. Up ahead to Taliah. No one's in front of her. Easy lay-in for Taliah.
And just look how fast the other 4 players on Oregon are.
Crowd here at Matthew Knight. They're getting into it as we approach the end of the third quarter. Gets tipped away. Stolen away by Deja Kelly. This Oregon defense all over Auburn. On the other end, Alexis Whitfield going up with it, misses that. Mevius tipped it, and it looks like it's going to stay with Oregon.
Biggest lead of the night again. They're up by 12. They need that one big shot. Can really set this crowd on fire.
Inside, Kelly was looking for Kyei, and a little miscommunication there. Scott up ahead, looking for Duhan. Duhan able to go up with it and muscles her way through the defense for the and one.
But it seems like every time Oregon starts to pull the rope in their direction, Auburn is able to muscle up and pull it right back. They go the other way, get the foul and the finish. And a free throw here for Auburn upcoming can make it a single-digit ball game.
Yeah, Duhan. Now she's getting back up on her own power. A good sign, but she'll head to the bench. Already came to this game a little bit thin on their roster, and especially with Gaston, we're not sure if we're going to see her yet in this game, and now they lose another player in Duhan. It's been pretty effective here in the third quarter. Bostic able to knock down the free throw. Just under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's Kelly trying to get back to Amina Mohammed, but Mohammed goes to the ground. Mohammed missed her second free throw. 0 of 2 from the line tonight. Shot clock turned off. Auburn looking to get one last shot here at the end of the third. Imagine looking for Taliah Scott. Scott at the point, lets a three fly, hits it. Taliah Scott, her fourth three-pointer here tonight. Kelly on the other end has to throw up a shot. She'll throw up a three, and that one misses. But Kelly not able to answer the three-pointer on Auburn's end. Momentum shift towards them. Third quarter wasn't particularly good for both teams. They each hit 5 shots from the field, but that was out of 12 attempts at least for each team.
Yeah, and for the Ducks, they're up 6 points right now, but I think they're feeling like they could be up a lot more. That last 2 minutes or so for Auburn was really productive for them on the offensive side of the ball. They were able to claw their way back into the game, and this fourth quarter is going to determine it.
Scott right away in the fourth quarter lets a three fly and misses. She's hit 4 3-pointers tonight. Leads both teams. Not able to connect there. Kelly on the other side on the left wing. Kelly going up with it, but it's blocked back. Kelly able to get it into Mohammed. Mohammed trying to get back in. Now gets it down low at Kyei. Kyei goes up with it. A little bit too strong. Grabs her own miss. Again goes back up with it. Tips around. And it's going to say, they're going to say that it went off of Kyei, so it'll go to Auburn. But Scott working around the perimeter to get another three fly. This time she lets it hit. Taliah Scott keeping Auburn in it, and now makes it a 3-point game.
And she has just been money from deep. Now 5 of 8 for beyond the arc for Taliah Scott.
Thalatea in the corner. Sophia Bell, a three. She answers! Sophia Bell knocks down her first triple of the night. Puts Oregon back up by 6.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Ducks. A perfect time to hit your first three-pointer.
So I haven't seen Gaston back on the court for Auburn as a jumper misses. Kelly able to haul it in. Pushing the ball quickly for Oregon. Now in the corner again, Sophia Bell all alone. Another three. Yes! Back-to-back for Sophia Bell. The Oregon bench is fired up.
And she banked that in from the corner. Bank is open in Eugene for no matter where you shoot it from. Maybe Oregon saved their three-point prowess for the fourth. Back-to-back threes.
Sophia Bell came into this game with 3 straight with multiple three-pointers. Now she makes it 4 straight. As it's stolen away, Thalatea, great hands inside, and Kyei able to come away with it.
What a screen.
Thalatea goes up with it with the finesse. Kyei grabs the miss, puts it back up. Easy lay-in. All Oregon here to start the fourth quarter.
Well, Phillipina Kyei built a brick wall on the screen, let Thalatea move by, and then Kyei's able to clean it up in close quarters. She's got a double-double now, 12 points and 11 rebounds.
Looked like Auburn was going to make this a really close game, and now Oregon has been unleashed. As Auburn is fighting inside. The putback is in from Collins. Taliah brings it up and stolen away immediately by Scott. Scott goes up with it, able to create the separation, and goes up with the left-handed. So a great steal. Loses it a little bit. Taliah, shot clock down to 5 seconds. And a whistle and a foul gets called against Muhammad as she was trying to set up the screen. Down low. Subban Lee able to go up with the left-hand hook. It's a 5-point game now. Deja Kelly calls a timeout as she takes the ball across midcourt.
That's going to determine the winner of this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, not only is Auburn on a 6-0 run, but Oregon hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Well, a big reason that Oregon had a lot of the momentum on their side in that third quarter is because they were matching everything Auburn was doing. But now here in the fourth, it's been more of Auburn. Oregon still, though, out ahead by 5.
Now let's see what Kelly Graves drew up out of this timeout.
Bounce pass inside of Muhammad. Takes a few hops around the rim and finally falls in.
And that'll work. Just a simple give and go. Kelly to Muhammad. Ducks back up by 3 scores.
Scott, who's been dangerous all night for Auburn, goes up with a floater, misses, tipped around, and grabbed. Now out. 3-pointer from Duhan. That one misses, just a little bit too strong. Scott able to chase down the rebound. Scott around pressure in the corner. Extra pass out to Deja Kelly. Thought about a 3-pointer. Stops, pops, hits. There's the shot Kelly's been looking for all night.
Hasn't been the most efficient, was just 2 of 10 from the field, but after that one, a big 2 points for Oregon and Deja Kelly.
Duhan taking all herself. The finger roll finesse. What a move towards the rim from Duhan.
Just such a fast response for Auburn. Anytime Oregon scores, the Tigers just so quick to respond.
Ramos looking to give and go for Scott. Gets it down low to Muhammad. Muhammad off the backboard. And with Kyei not out there, Muhammad's taking over down low, and she's done just that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, just because there's no Phillipina Kyei in the ball game holding it down at center doesn't mean these Ducks are afraid from taking it down to the low block.
Duhan trying to kick it back out. Gets it out to Subban Lee. Now Scott, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Scott looking to get a shot off. Gets one from the top of the key. Hits it. Oh, my goodness. About the transition, especially whenever Oregon gets a stop on defense. But it's also the same whenever Oregon not able to convert on offense and has to quickly transition to defense. Great example right there is Phillipina Kyei back on the court. Good feed from Muhammad. Down low. Phillipina Kyei.
I'm not sure the right word to describe how this game has been officiated, but it's been whistle busy.
Kyei not able to convert on the and one. Ducks up by 8 points. Over 2:30 to play. Scott pulls up just past the left key. That one misses. Subban Lee able to grab the miss and gets it back out to Scott. Scott trying to create separation, guarded by Mevius. Now Subban Lee. Jumper from Gaston is good. Mevius trying to create moves inside. Kicks out to Sophia Bell. Bell just off the side of the rim. Was looking for that one. Bostic transitioning for Auburn. Now trying to answer Scott in the corner. That one misses as well. Mevius grabs the miss. Kelly guarded by Bostic. Got tipped away for a second. Kelly able to gather it in. Looking for the screen from Muhammad. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now the screen from Kyei. Throws up a floater, way short, and Scott able to grab the miss. Just over a minute left in regulation. Auburn not out of this one, down by 6.
It's a must-score possession for the Tigers.
Taliah Scott, who's led the way for Auburn tonight, 6 3-pointers. Trying to throw up another one, and Mevius goes up with it. Looks like it's going to be a foul against her.
Yeah, they're going to call that one in the active shooting against Mevius.
Scott able to make the first one and make it a 5-point deficit.
Came back late in the fourth, but Taliah Scott need to box out if you're Oregon.
Scott goes 3 of 3 from the line, and immediately a quick timeout called.
Might even maybe see Oregon try to go with the 2-for-1. Like 21-second difference between shot and game clock.
Oregon has players all across the court. They get in Deja Kelly. We'll see if Auburn decides to foul as time winds down.
And Kelly waved off her teammates. I think she wants the isolation.
Kelly working around the screen. Looks like Oregon's trying to take this down. Take as much time off the clock. Kelly down the left alley. Over to Mevius. Mevius going up with it with the right hand hook and gets the foul. Mevius magic again in the fourth quarter. Oregon up by 5, the chance to make it 6 with the free throw. Near perfect from the field tonight, 4 or 5, along with the 4 rebounds. Mevius converts. We got 26 seconds left before they officially can say they stay undefeated. Bostic on the inbound. Mevius. Bostic underneath the hip and able to get the easy lay-in to go. They're still down by 5. Need to get off a quick shot. Inbound to Bostic. They're looking for Scott, their sharp three-point shooter. Bostic over to Scott. Guarded by Mevius. Trying to create separation. Has to throw up a shot. Throws up a three-pointer. Way too short. Sophia Bell grabs the miss. Mevius trying to get it up ahead. Tipped away. And it's gathered in. Scott throws up another three-pointer. Hits it. 0.8 seconds left on the clock. And Taliah Scott. Bell. Looking to inbound. Gets it into Mevius. Mevius just going to hold on to it. And Oregon survives a close one against the Tigers of Auburn. First time these two teams face off since 1990.